Welcome, viewers, to another matchup. We actually have the first matchup here for Group B between the Multitude and SC Warmachine21. This is going to be our first matchup. Multitude is a legacy player a lot of you may know, as well as Warmachine. Multitude being the longtime tag partner of Ghost, have made a lot of deep runs in tag team tournaments previously. Bands, I believe, were Refinery and Panorama, so we're going to go ahead and get this started on Palace. Believe both of our players are ready. I'm not the host this time, so we'll be waiting on Multitude's pleasure to start the match. Going into this, I think most people are going to make the estimation that they would favor Multitude here. Pisshound played against Warmachine in the last 1v1 tournament. I didn't hit the back button like I should have there. So I'm just going to hide in my little corner for a minute until I get a Scream of Evil, or at least something I can use. Warmachine did go down 3-1 to Pisshound81. People may remember him as SMID69 from the old Xbox Live days. Warmachine taking some damage, it looks like. Got a low aura start for both of them. Multitude does have himself a shield. Warmachine did come out to aggress. Looks like he's got the flash hole to stop the next. I am not sure if that was a blazing or a regular bullet of fire, but he should be able to catch either one if he has his defense timing on point. Looking to see what the green is. Perchance it's a Tiger Strength. No, he overwrites it. Never going to see what it was. Already gone. Multitude still sitting on pretty low aura. I'm willing to bet he's got a heat there that he's looking to use, but with that 3 aura, he's not going anywhere fast. And he doesn't get an aura particle. That is a rough spot to be in, although he does have a blazing bullet to wipe his tears with. Thor's Hammer, nice dodge. Looks like he was just out of range, really. Still a good jump by Multitude. Usually have to dodge that one at a perpendicular angle. Yet again, doesn't reach his 4th aura, overwrites another. Looks like he overwrote the shield. And the Muramasa blade connects, as well as the blazing sword. Multitude knocked off of blazing. He's not going to be able to use either of his blazing attacks right now, unless he's got healing water on bench. And I still don't know that he has any aura to use it. Again, he had another aura particle not spawn. He is in a rough spot. Not sure if he can use that shield either. Maybe it's a fortress. Warmachine putting the pressure on with the reincarnation, and I believe that was actually a true Muramasa he hit him with, so he could hit that again. Not a skill I normally favor myself, but he gives Multitude the breathing room he needs. Multitude now powering up, hits both heats, has 2 attacks, dropped at least one of the blazing skills. Down to 11 health, throws the gravity press. This is a long shot, a Hail Mary. Picks up another attack here. Fire Gehenna out of Warmachine, misses, but now the Sonic Boom coming out of Multitude at +3. And he's got the Flame Sword, but Warmachine making some classy dodges, gonna hit. Oh my goodness, what a nasty dodge out of Multitude. Dodges the agonies of death at a standstill. What a boss. Holy shit. That was amazing. Ironically enough, catches the Thor's Hammer right after he uses the healing water after that fantastic dodge. Still at +2. Looking like he's got the Flame Sword still. Arrow of Artemis coming out of Warmachine. Nice dodge still out of Multitude. Not sure what shield he has. Warmachine waiting in case it's a flash hole, waiting all the way up until 9 aura. Unison laid down by Multitude. Not really going to make a difference in this match, I don't think. Laying it down just since he had it in hand. Has the Fortress. Warmachine firing 2 in a row, doesn't connect either. Multitude back on the attack. Angel's Wing broken, but does catch the Flame Sword. Multitude low on attacks, hits a Flame Sword in the back. Or excuse me, a Reincarnation in the back. See if he can catch any of those Arrow of Artemises while he's digging to see what he has left. The late game Armoros is massive right now. Multitude goes from being able to one-shot to having to hit him 3 times in order to kill him with a flame sword. Not sure what the last attack is. Warmachine still holding on to the Arrow of Artemis in a reincarnation. Multitude hits the healing water a little bit ago. Yeah, he's out. He's got nothing left. I'm not sure what the last attack might be there, but it is Warmachine's job at this point to take him down. I don't know that Multitude has anything left. Oh, and he hits the combo. Fantastic out of Warmachine, saying he is here to play. And don't look at my rating because I've been playing this game for years. Multitude still has a shield. Throws the vacuum wall. Does catch the Arrow of Artemis, but that will break the vacuum wall. So now it's down to whether or not he can overcome a fortress with a reincarnation here at the end. Rather interesting to see. Again, this is just like the monkey match. No violent change or diabolical trick to finish him off. It's a rough thing to see here. We'll have to see if he's able to catch the reincarnation. He's got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to either hit him with trash or hit him with a reincarnation while he has fortress. Again, it's 4 for 4, so he's almost always going to be able to have the aura to block there. He's even got the increased regeneration on his aura after the Armoros. So if he misses the timing or he gets hit by something else nearby him, say he shoots a table, then Multitude goes down. But right now, it's a waiting game. It's going to see if 4 minutes is long enough for Warmachine to catch one last reincarnation, or if he accidentally drops it himself. It's easy to get frustrated in a situation like this and drop it. He's firing him off right as he hits 4 aura. He's going to have to be careful, make sure he doesn't overuse. Seeing a lot of smart, clean gameplay out of Warmachine here. Got a bit of a standoff here. Is that the same Freya skin even? I mean, they're both playing Freya, but is that the same colors? Looks just about like it with the white jacket, but I don't know my Freya skins as well. I don't play that character. Got the mirror matchup, the standoff. Multitude not taking any chances with that reincarnation so far. Warmachine retreating. Overwrote the reincarnation for a yellow. And timer goes on speed up because no damage has been taken in long enough. Looks like they're just going to walk this out. Going to both do their slow stumble around. Now that's a blonde Freya versus the white-haired Freya. Same clothes, basically. I guess she's got the purple leggings versus, looks like greenish black on the other one. Gotta live the nuance here. That is the content I am bringing to you tonight. Nuanced Freya skins. In case you didn't know and were interested. Yep, looks like they're just going to run out the clock, and we will be headed to Highway with a tie on map 1. Now, let's see here. Highway, we haven't seen very much of it. It's been banned a lot in the tournament. It's probably the most banned map. I haven't been keeping any statistics, but that's my first impression, is that Highway is the most banned currently. However, it's a map where a lot of variance can happen. We might see laser decks. You can see a real heavy hang deck. You can also run melee here. A lot of people don't respect the speed ups with melee, so it'll be interesting to see what they choose. Warmachine's already shown to be a pretty versatile player. Multitude is a little bit more vanilla. A lot of the blazing and vibration is what you should be expecting normally out of Multitude. We'll have to see what Warmachine decides to answer that with. Once Multitude hits the ready symbol here, see if we can finally get a win on the board. Still waiting. Now we're waiting on Warmachine. And yes, that is indeed different Freya skins. Skin 1 and Skin 3. Glad to bring you that content. So far, Again, this is the only match to happen in Group B. I guess a little recap while we're waiting here. Group C has had quite a few matches played. Filthy leads the group at 2 wins and 0 losses. Zombie at 1-1 in that same group. We've also had several matches from Group D. Evolution, Monkey, and Poor Choices are all at 1-0, tied right now. All of them have played the same opponent too, Psycho Raven. So it's hard to really get a read on, who's doing well where. Nathan yet to participate in that group. Psycho Raven did pick up a map win finally in his third match against Monkey in Group D. We also have Group A had 2 games played. I played against Invoker, went 3-0 versus Invoker, and then I also had a 3-1-1 versus Esper51, although that was in his favor. He won that matchup. As we get into the match here, I guess we're replaying Palace. At this point, they can't hear me either, so it's hard to say. I guess they could have asked. They should have moved on to Highway. Guess it's not the worst thing in the world. I'd rather have, the matchup played than invalidate it. I'll see what they want to do after the match is over. I'll pause it and see what they'd like to do. Warmachine, not in a good spot. The fire gain had a multitude while he's shieldless is just brutal. Yep, one more and he's down. That's it. I gotta wonder if Warmachine thought he was going to Highway. Let me see if I can get a hold of these guys for a moment.
I thought we were going to Highway.
Yeah, I thought we were too. Highway. Yeah. So you were planning for Highway there?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, let's see if I can get a hold of Multitude.
All right.
He moved to Highway now. All right. I guess we're just going to have to not count that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
If you had been ready for a match on Palace, I'd just say let it stand. But if you were, it looked like you had an arsenal ready for Highway.
Yeah.
That's just not a fair advantage.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice either. So we're on Highway now.
All right. I'll go ahead and turn the chat off then.
All right, plenty of filler time for this episode. So I guess to tell you again a little bit about Multitude, a little more. He's renowned. I say we, as in me, myself, and I, mentioned that Multitude used to play with Ghostweed, still does. Has played with him for a long time. Ghost, known for very supportive style. Used to play with Doom before he played with Multitude, and he's known for the dash and known for being the pickup artist. When he plays with Multitude, it's a similar style with Doom. Multitude usually brings the heat, while Ghost is usually the one who's the facilitator, making sure Multitude gets his level berserks, his friendships, making sure that when Multitude goes down, he's in a good position to pick him up. And Multitude is really the normal focus of the team. So when they play, he's going to be the one with the heavy hits. He's the one that you generally want to worry about more, while Ghost is making things happen around the map. And here we go, Highway now. Get the scream. I am locked on. Warmachine with a rough start. 1 aura, Multitude at 3, not looking too much better. Multitude still getting enough aura. War Machine looking like he's going to have to cry all the way home on this one. Multitude clearly not changing his arsenals up too much from tag. Shoots his level berserk off into the distance to find its own sunset. War Machine hiding from the slide laser. Has a real good spawn for Multitude's lasers, honestly. The one aura's definitely got to hurt, but he's in a much better spot than he could be had he spawned up on top of one of the highway ramps. Multitude looking to move in close, make something happen. War Machine finally gets a second aura particle. First blood goes to Multitude, tagging him with a rapid cannon of all things here. Hits another one on the stairwell. War Machine, no shield. Hits a hyper kick, and we're tie game. 2 health down. Nice dodges on the ice sword. Double melee hit. Looks like Multitude's got one more use out of that ice sword. I think it was 4 cost. Now it should be 5 cost. Throwing that slide laser, hoping to get a little cute damage there. War Machine takes some more trash damage, but finally gets some aura moving. Gets his boost mine. Looks like he's going to play what I'm going to assume is Opti. Sounds like Blazing Bullet out of Multitude, and he hits with the Ice Sword. War Machine going down to the lower level while frozen. Multitude chooses to put pressure with the Blazing Bullet rather than keep up the chase with the Ice Sword. That Opti is going to make that Ice Sword dangerous. And that was a nice set of dodges by War Machine into the Eraser. Impressive. Ice Sword still putting in work, and while that Opti's down, this could spell the game. War Machine ought to just jump off. Yep, there he goes. That's the right call, despite it not being an attractive one. Not an attractive option, but he does make the jump off. Hits the glacial wall. Does get 1 damage, and there he goes down. That is game 2 to Multitude, and a fairly solid win on Highway. It's unfortunate the way the second match went with playing on Palace again. And I believe Panorama was banned, so we should be going to City next. There it is. So we're on City. See if there's any adaptation. This is a map similar to Highway. In a 1v1, you can really bring just about anything here. You can run the lasers, and if you get the spawn advantage, it's over quickly. If not, medium range, short range, as long as you play within your range, you can have success here. And it's worth noting on a big open map like this, you get a couple of shots off with the laser, but if they have short range and they're able to get inside your range, you're about to have a bad time, unless you have some serious manual aiming skills. So, again, let's see what tricks War Machine has prepared here, if any. Multitude with a 2 aura start this time. War Machine does have 3 aura, has the middle spawn. Multitude gets probably the most advantageous spawn. Again, it's the opposite. War Machine last time with the aura screw, but the advantageous spawn. This time it's Multitude. We'll have to see if War Machine is able to translate that pressure into a match win here. Throws the reincarnation, misses with the Psycho Spear. Multitude, still a top-tier female jumper, one of the best. You'll see him regularly dodge reincarnations. And we saw in Palace, I mean, holy cow, that Agony's dodge was absolutely phenomenal. I'm still hyped about that one. We'll see now, he's got his aura, he's got his heat, he's moving in. He's got fire in his eyes. War Machine backing up. Loses the reincarnation, and Multitude does lose the Ice Sword to the Angel's Wing, but I don't think he's done yet. There's the Fire Gehenna, but the Psychic Wall shuts it down. Multitude knows that he's not going to get any more work in with the Fire Gehenna, just waste his own health, retreats back to his base, grabs some more aura. Not touching his middle capsule right now. Perhaps it's a return to nature of some sort like that. So Can be a bit obnoxious to draw that early, especially when he had that aura screw earlier. Drawing a lot of aura now. See, decides not to pick up either capsule. Looks like he's got some indecision here. Arsenal not coming out the way he wants. Picks up a second shield. Warmachine now at +4 accuracy, but no attacks. 14 skills left. Did lose the reincarnation. We know Multitude has a flash hole still. And he lost his Psycho Spear. Missed it. Didn't manage to connect that. Has 2 more attacks incoming. Psycho Spear connects, and Multitude down to 10 health. On the back foot. Does manage to get a healing water. Put him a little bit closer in contention health-wise. Warmachine, again, looks like he's backing off. Looking for another attack here. Gotta still be worried about that flash hole because he hasn't broken it yet. Best case scenario, he should have, if he'd hit that Psycho Spear into the flash hole, that would have been great, but Multitude chooses to try and dodge it. Face tanks the damage. Still not great for him, but he has that flash hole held onto that is problematic for Warmachine. But we do see a similar situation for Multitude. He's got the Fire of Gehenna, but that is not an infinite use skill, despite what they may tell you, especially in 1v1, and when Warmachine has a psychic wall, that's not going to be enough to get through it. Warmachine now with another attack in hand, perhaps going to look to aggress once again, get through that flash hole, hopefully. With the Psycho here, I don't know that we've even seen another school out of him. Maybe it's a single school Psycho. Picks up a third one, throws the bomb shot, has a railgun now. Impact burst, not bomb shot, I'm assuming. Doesn't connect. He's manual aiming, trying to get around the flash hole, make Multitude guess. There's a reincarnation out of Multitude. Again, that's not going to be able to do too much against a psychic wall. An often underestimated shield, even by myself. SC Warmachine moving into the base of Multitude. Multitude catches the Willow and the railgun, I believe. What a heartbreaker. What does Warmachine have left? Unison down, same arsenal Multitude used on Palace, so we should expect a second heat in there, if I do remember correctly. Warmachine licking his wounds, running back to base, has 1 attack, 2 attacks, misses the Psycho Spear. That thing didn't even try and track. Has the Excalibur, though. Multitude getting a little desperate with some of the shields there. Not sure what his last one is. If he has a fortress, it'll be nice. I think he still has the flash hole, though. Warmachine, again, letting up the pressure. Needs to get back on there before Multitude picks up a fortress and break, well, honestly, break Multitude with the Excalibur. Picks up another attack. Picks up a third attack, down to 2 capsules. We know Multitude doesn't have a way of getting rid of capsules in here, which is also a shame, considering he's running the Faith. Not even a diabolical trick that we've seen. Oh, he does manage to connect the Lightning Sword, which takes away the Psychic Wall. This is getting close, because Warmachine is vulnerable, but he still has some nasty attacks in hand. If he can get in range for that... There's the last one down. Shoots an impact burst that has no chance of hitting. But he connects with the Excalibur and ties up the series. We are 1-1-1. And with the refinery ban, we should be heading to lane. SC Warmachine is here to play. With a tie game on Palace and a nice win on City. He is starting to look like a real contender in this series. Lane has a lot of the corridors here. We saw the bravery skills last game out of Warmachine, along with some strong one-time uses. An arsenal like that could be beneficial here. Again, it has shown to be effective against Multitude. He was able to snap through enough shields to get Multitude down. Multitude did not seem to have his fortress, or must have overwritten it early, as the Excalibur came in clutch. We'll see now if they make any adaptations here. Looks like a 4 aura start out of both of our champions here. Multitude with a shield and a green. Another green out of Warmachine. Neither one seems to have used it yet. War Machine seems to be aggressing, possibly a bullet of fire or a slide laser, using 2 aura to hit his attack. Both of them getting a nice healthy amount of aura. Nothing to complain about right now. War Machine still without a shield though, manually a slide laser, I called it earlier. Multitude in War Machine's base, looking like he wants to play. Or rather, I think that's War Machine in Multitude's base. Yeah, I had that backwards. War Machine about to lay his Opti. I'm going to assume this is the same deck he ran on Highway. Looking to capitalize with the lasers, but that's going to be a hard task when Multitude has a spawn on the lower level, and he already catches one of War Machine's lasers. I didn't see exactly what that was. Looks like he caught the slide laser as well, with the same flash hole. War Machine needs to have an answer to the flash holes of Multitude. That nearly was the game breaker last time. He managed to have 1 or 2 attacks left, finish him off with the Excalibur, but Multitude's flash hole timing has been impeccable and caught so many attacks in this series. War Machine now with 3 attacks. Multitude finally gets his first attack at 9 aura in. War Machine is online at Vibration. That was something we didn't see him get a chance to reach on Highway. I'll see if he can put that to good use this time. Has an Ice Sword. Real far away from hitting it. Loses the Storm Blade. Multitude looking like he's in a very comfortable position right now. Ice Sword not quite erased, but he still has the Angel's Wing ready to go. Tiger Strength on Multitude. He's looking to hit back. Throwing the Venom Fangs can be a little bit difficult to see on some of these roofs. And with the Opti down, he can just throw them rapid fire, although not the most effective against a jumper. If War Machine enters the right range, it could be real deadly. Loses his Glacial Wall to it. Now he's on the chase with an Ice Sword to see whether or not he can take advantage of Ice Sword and Opti together. And Multitude is dodging like a champion. Jumping vertically over Ice Swords left and right. And he is unfrozen now and able to catch that with the Angel's Wing. Multitude with the sick plays. Absolute phenomenal dodging skills out of Multitude. Honestly, I swear this guy looks better in 1v1 than he does in tag. If he switches around some of his decks, his dodging is almost bar none on Freya. Still sticking with the Venom Fang, playing it conservative, trying to catch more lasers with his flash hole. Does erase a slide laser from War Machine. I'm not sure if that's the same one or another one. Breaks another Glacial Wall with the Venom Fang. That is 2 Glacial Walls down for War Machine, who is back on the aggression again with the Ice Sword. Finally catches one. We'll see if he can get any real mileage out of it this time. Unless he has a second one, that's got to be real high cost at this point. Multitude does get hit again and again. War Machine getting in some good damage here. See how long he can keep him frozen with this Opti down. Multitude having shown proficiency at dodging this ability already. Loses it to the Angel's Wing. 6 damage. That's exactly how much he was able to get. Multitude still playing the long game, not willing to overwrite even the Venom Fang to dig, and he does it as I say it, painting me to be a liar. Finally overwrites the Venom Fang, but tightly holding onto those shields, which have proven so effective at shutting down War Machine's arsenal. He's running the lasers and a lot of low damage abilities that don't have any damage boost. He's not able to break shields. And with Optic and Nature outside of some vibration moves, he's going to have a hard time snapping any shields. Need to see some heats out of here. Perhaps they're in there, just haven't drawn them yet. Holding on to 2 yellows. Sitting on 3 aura capsules now as well. Seems to not even know where to go next. Multitude playing the long game, playing the patience game. They got 5 minutes left. This might be the Faith deck where Multitude finally has a Diabolical Trick and Violent Change. We see the purple in his hand, possibly hoping to wear War Machine's capsules down as War Machine picks up 1 aura particle at a time. Not seeming to get what he wants. He's lost so many attacks already. does have the health lead, but Multitude with the capsule lead, and he has the shield advantage. I think that's a purple in his hand at least. It can be real hard to tell sometimes when there's nothing else to contrast. Overwrites it for a yellow. Not sure what he's going for there. Picks up what looks to be another purple. Could be a red. Who knows? Warmachine, another Glacial Wall taken by the Dragon Slayer. That was indeed a purple. Warmachine down to 6 capsules, holding on to his yellows. Multitude picks up an attack. We see a relearn. Loses another Ice Sword to the Angel's Wing. Warmachine possibly out of options. Multitude needing to have a diabolical trick in one of his arsenals here. Overwrites one of his abilities. Nearly impossible to tell which. Down to 8 capsules himself. Warmachine looking for answers. Loses the Glacial Wall, but manages to relearn it. And jumps that reincarnation. SC Warmachine saying, I can jump that too. You're not the only player who plays Freya in this room. About to lose another. He has the Blazing Bullet, but there's the Flash Hole. And what does Warmachine have left? Honestly, got 1 capsule over there. I don't know if he's got anything. Tiger Strength Reincarnation might be enough to do him in as he jumps another. Multitude is frozen. Warmachine has an attack. He's going to have to take nice advantage here. The Flame Sword, while good, I don't think is going to be enough when Multitude has an Angel's Wing. He's going to have to get real tricky, and it's gone. It's already done. Looks like Warmachine's just going to concede this one. Doesn't believe he can dodge that reincarnation long enough. Oh, he's still running. Guess he hasn't quite given up, but another 5 damage reincarnation connects, and 2 more hits will end this match, giving Multitude the 2-1 lead. He has 2.5 minutes to catch Warmachine, unless Warmachine plays a full-on ring around the rosy here. And this, kids, is why you should bring a diabolical trick in every Faith arsenal when playing 1v1. Catches another 5 damage. Warmachine not quite doing the good old run around the tree, which is totally possible here. With the dash, it would be difficult. Catches another 5 damage. No longer needs to use the Tiger Strength, but wants to anyway. Multitude getting closer and closer to finishing this out. Warmachine eats the last reincarnation, and that is a 2-1 lead to Multitude in a well-played match on lane. Now we'll be heading into our final map, Sign. If Warmachine manages to pick up a win here, we will move back to Palace for the tiebreaker. Having a nice series here. Fantastic play out of Multitude. I can't respect the dodging enough. Honestly, I don't think I could be doing that female or male jumper. Some of the things he's done are absolutely phenomenal. Looks like Shadow Shield joining in, wants to take a peek. Sorry, Shadow, we're playing a tournament match here. Multitude will probably boot you on out one way or the other if you don't leave. It's good to see you, but you won't be able to stay, unfortunately. Having a good time, but it is not quite over yet. We have to see how Sign goes. I can play with you afterwards. Let's see. Warmachine thinking long and hard on what he wants to bring here and what could be his last match of this set, that is. He still has plenty of other people to play in his group. Group B consisting of, forgive me when I pronounce this wrong, Renketsuo, Warmachine, Multitude, who are featured here. Illa, sorry we're playing a tournament match here. We're just about to finish up, though, if you want to play something afterwards. We also have in Group B, Mr. Math, Xanxus, and Kamikaze Mario. Here we go. Strong aura starts for both. An attack and a green out of Warmachine. Heats up early. Multitude with the 6 aura start, it looks like. Managed to hit his own heat. Possibly another level amp in hand. I think he hit a level amp on the first one. Picks up a shield on his second capsule spawn as well as an attack. 2 heats out of Warmachine and 7 RO. These guys are powering up fast, and we're in for a real fight here. Warmachine, no defense. Multitude hitting his own second heat, has a defense and an attack. We'll see who moves in first, who's feeling lucky. Neither one seems confident in their hand just yet for the mix-up. Multitude debating between the 2 capsules, hoping for something better on the third. Decides on capsule number 3. Warmachine moving in with the Sonic Boom, hopes to get some damage off on a Multitude here. Has 2 attacks. Fortress, seemingly baited out, still catches the Flame Sword. And the Blazing Sword is massive. +2 and a knockoff equals 10 damage. Thank you, try again. Warmachine loses half his life in half a second. Let's see, he's coming back in with another attack. Multitude still on his blazing. That has got to be a scary thing to think about. Also has the blaster. Glacial Wall out of Warmachine, trying to get some damage off while Multitude hangs in the air. Not managing the gap well. Multitude faking out the shield, but doesn't have enough aura to capitalize on it. Iron Skin out of Warmachine. Perhaps we'll see a Tiger Strength to go along with. Oh, that 5 damage blaster should not have hit. Warmachine walking in a straight line, knowing he has blaster, and then Multitude with the shutdown from Blazing Sword takes the series 3-1 and now leads Group B, while Warmachine goes 0-1. Wow, that was a great series. I really enjoyed that series. Warmachine put in a really good showing, had a strong match on Panorama, but Multitude showing that he has the experience.
Play on Panorama.
Sorry, not Panorama. It was City. Excuse me. I've done too many matches. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, they can hear you. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Multitude says hi after his victory. And tune in for more matches from Group B.